amazing that I'm discussing it with you guys now, but I'm just being obedient. What's up, guys? Thick and Curly here. So I was like, wow, this is some good stuff. What's up, family? Thick and Curly here. I am really excited, as always, to come and talk to you guys. I am so excited about the subject because I am living it right now. Y'all are going on the journey with me right now. It's happening right now. So, the first video, I quit my job, 2014, let's go. Got crazy feedback, so much feedback in the comments, in emails, text messages, crazy feedback. So I was like, wow, that was just kind of a accident. I wasn't even supposed to be talking about faith or inspiration. That was just me talking. But it made me think about, okay, I really want to do a part 2 to kind of help you guys get there or explain how I got there. So I'm really excited about doing this part 2. You know, just I quit my job. Yeah. So 2014, let's go. Faith Project, let's go. I'm really excited. The feedback from you guys was amazing, and it made me just wonder how many of us are living in a situation that we're unhappy with, whether it is working in a situation we're unhappy with, in a relationship that we're unhappy with, living in a body that we're unhappy with, whatever. It just made me really wonder, because so many of y'all gave me crazy, insane, positive, great, awesome feedback. So, I just want to talk about how I got there. I, again, watched the first video, and I just talk about how I was going to work every day, miserable, unhappy, and therefore I could not do my job to the best of my ability because I was so unhappy. So I had to, step 1, make up in my mind, this is what I'm going to do. That's the first thing you got to do, is make up in your mind. I'm not going to live in this bondage, whatever your bondage is, forever. I'm going to step out on faith. I'm going to do better, and that's going to be it. I'm going to figure out how to get there, but step 1 is make up in your mind. That's faith right there. You got to have faith in yourself, in your ability, in God, and just know, like me sitting down this bench right here, sitting on this bench right here. When I sat down on this stool, bench, whatever I'm sitting on, I had faith in it that it was going to hold me up. With that being said, there was no hesitation, there was no wondering. It was, a bench is made to hold me up, a stool, a seat, a chair is made to hold me up, so it's going to hold me up. I'm going to sit in it with full faith. I made up in my mind that that's going to hold me up. That's how determined you have to be in your faith walk. You have to just know, this is what it's going to be. So, that's step 1, make up in your mind. Step 2, create a plan. I had to create a plan. For me, my plan was pack up and move to Texas. Your plan may be totally different, but you have to make one. You never make a decision on a whim. Even though there were days I wanted to walk out of my job that day with no money, I wasn't out of debt yet, no savings, I didn't care, I wanted to leave. But I had to slow myself down and make a plan. For me, my plan was first getting out of debt, living with my parents, saving up, doing all that stuff. That was part of my plan. I wasn't just living with my parents because I wanted to at 27, 28 years old. Picture that. I lived there for a year and a half because I had a plan, and my plan was to get out of debt so that for the next step, like I do right now, don't have a job, I wouldn't have debt waiting around my neck. So that was my plan. And then my second part of my plan was move to Texas with my best friend. So I had to, you know, consult her, speak to her, pray about it, make sure she was good with it. That was part of my plan, figuring out what I'm going to do. I moved to Texas with no job. Didn't have one lined up, anything. That was part of my plan. I needed time to gather myself, gather my thoughts, and figure things out. With that being said, I had to have at least a little bit of savings. I didn't have a lot of savings when I left North Carolina, but I had to have a little something. I moved here like December 28th, 29th-ish. I knew I wasn't going to have a job by January 1st, and things just keep rolling. I knew that wasn't fact. I knew it was going to be a month, maybe 2 before I got employed. So I had to have enough to kind of just sustain me and keep me going until I got a job, my income tax check came, something happened. Because I'm not saying just quit your job, live off somebody else and be happy. That's not life I want to live, or that's not life you should want to live. So that was part of my plan. Okay, you need to save some money up. So with that being said, my last months in Raleigh, you know, after I paid the debt off, it wasn't just, I'm out of debt, other than student loans, I'm out of debt, let me just splurge. And no, I had to start backing up and putting some money in the bank, saving, $5 here, $500 there, $20 there, whatever. 25 cents, whatever you can do, you have to start somewhere. That's part of your plan. And then from there, you just, step 3, figure out what it is you were created to do. Figure out what it is that God fashioned you in your mother's womb to be on this earth and do. I say that to say, there are all these jobs that we have. We have to keep these jobs in order to run our world. But you have to do the job that is settling in your spirit and gives you peace and joy and happiness every day. For example, take a janitor. A lot of people don't want to clean up behind other people, clean dirty toilets and all of that. A lot of people don't. However, there are some people that enjoy cleaning. And that's an extreme example, but you got to look at it like that. So that's something that they should be doing and not you when you were called to be a teacher or a carpenter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're doing stuff that is so out of what we were created to do, or either it's kind of in the realm, but it's not really fulfilling. Why are you going to live a life that is unfulfilling to you? So I had to make up in my mind, I'm not going to be, I'm 29 years old. I'm still young. I had to make up in my mind, I'm not going to live a life that's unfulfilling to me for the next 30 years working, for the next 56, 70, 80 years of my life. No, that's not what I'm going to do. And you have to make that decision, create your plan, and then pray. You know, I'm still in the process of figuring out what it is that God wants me to do. However, I do know that, you know, part of it is just speaking to you guys and inspiring you, because again, those comments were just amazing. And I've always been a people person, hence me doing psychology, hence me doing social work, because that was the way I could get my hands on people. So I enjoy the people aspect of it. Don't get me off on a tangent talking about social work. Anyway, so that's one of the things I know I'm called to do, is just to impact and inspire people, young adults, youth, whoever. But y'all are with me on my journey. I'm figuring out what the next step is. But with that being said, I refuse to sit there and work at a job just so I can have money. That's not what it is. So that was 3 steps. Fourth and final step. I'm not going to be here long. Fourth and final step is, when you make up in your mind, it has to be so concrete, because the 4th step is ignoring the naysayers. You're going to have people that are so against everything you're trying to do. You going to Texas? You going that far? You going away from your family? You ain't got no job? You ain't got no money? You ain't got no savings? You going to do what? You going to drive your old car? Your car's 10 years old. What if it break down? Wait a minute. Pump your brakes. Whew, that was from friends, that was from family, that was from people I knew very close and people I knew very far. So many people were against me. I had some people in my corner for me, thank God, but so many people just like, I couldn't do that. You sure? So that is your 4th step. You have to have it made up in your mind that this is what you're going to do. Because with that, I was able to pack up with ease and drive my car to Texas with so much peace. So much peace. With no job lined up. Not a whole bunch of money in my savings account. But I had peace. And if you don't have peace in your decision, don't do it. I'm adding that step. Step 5. Have peace. If you don't have peace, y'all know what peace feels like, whether you're Christian, Buddhist, whatever you believe in, you know what peace is. Point blank period. You know what peace is. You can sleep at night, you can rest, your heart's not pounding, you're not sweating, you're not having stomach problems, bubble guts, whatever. If you can have peace, then that's how you know you're making the right decision. But you're going to have those people coming at you, attacking you, and attacking your dreams because they're stuck in some situation they're not happy in, and they're upset that you're living your dreams. So, like I said, I say all that to say, you have to have your faith strong. Your faith in God, your faith in whoever you believe in, and your faith in yourself has to be so strong. That's the only way I was able to step out and make this big step and move forward, because I had faith. How do you build your faith up? For me, I build my faith up by prayer, by reading my Bible, by talking to God, because I'm a Christian. But you can build your faith up anyway. I recommend Jesus. But you can build your faith up anyway. You just have to have that confidence. Faith is all about confidence. And just knowing, like just knowing, like you just know in your heart and your soul and your spirit, you just know, I can do this. That's like somebody, you know, wanting to be a doctor and they're 5 years old. They're like, I want to be an anesthesiologist, or I want to be a plastic surgeon. People are like, oh, that's so cute, baby. But if that person really wants to do it from the time they're 5 to the time they're 55, they got steps to take to get to that dream. And they're going to have people saying, well, you're from the hood, you can't make it, you can't do it. But that's what they want to do. For me, I wanted to be happy, and I wanted to do something that was going to impact my life, fulfill my life, and be able to impact people at the same time. I'm still figuring out what that's going to do. Of course, I'm going to get me a little part-time job right now. I have to live. I have to survive. I'm going to get some money to take care of myself. Again, I'm not going to be living off of anybody, and you shouldn't either. You know, and my savings account is going to run out. So I'm going to get a job, of course. But with that being said, I am figuring out me. That was my plan. I'm not telling you to pack up and move to Africa, because Thick and Curly said she did it and went to Texas. If that means moving into a bigger house because you lived in the same projects for your whole life, if that means moving out of a big house, moving back into the project because God told you, because there's somebody there that you need to get, whatever you need to do for yourself. Don't let people, circumstances, situations in life hold you back from living your dreams. Live your dreams by building your faith. Building your faith up. Love you guys. Peace and blessings. Oh yeah, on Wednesday, January 29th, 2014, there will be a video about my hair. I know y'all wonder, what did she do? What is going on? I didn't shave it. It's just low cut, and I am absolutely in love. But you'll hear about that on Wednesday. Love you guys.